things like that. I mean, that's just plain out disrespectful. And from a young guy like Max Kellerman, he should know more than that. One thing you don't do is you don't disrespect a legend like Bernard Hopkins. For Bernard Hopkins to be able to perform at that level and take these young kids, these fighters he fights, to school, I think is absolutely amazing, and we should be in awe of that, which I am, and we should be, we should be appreciative of the fact that we are experiencing here, witnessing here history, and then for HBO, or not really HBO, for Kellerman to just sort of like, oh, this guy's still hanging around as well. I mean, it's just freaking disrespectful. Or calling Shumenov, and not Shumenov, calling Stevenson. If Stevenson is not going to fight Kovalev, then Stevenson is the Canadian champion. It's just more of a Canadian champion. What the hell is that? These are stupid remarks, and if I would be the president of HBO Sports, I would call this guy in my office and say, hey, come on, he's getting sometimes a bit ahead of himself.
I think the other thing that was worse than that was to say, well, Stevenson is the Canadian champion, but Kovalev is viewed as the best 175.
Well,
I don't know where that came from.
He has that tendency to fall in love with fighters, and extremely opinionated. And once he is like he's like on the Golovkin train. He's like the guy driving the train. So that's okay, no problem. But that doesn't mean you need to disrespect the others and make these kind of comments. I have no problem if he's a big Kovalev fan. Kovalev is an exciting fighter, no problem. But I tell you one thing, Stevenson is a very exciting fighter, and he's a fighter I love to see. Stevenson is a guy who can sell out venues, Kovalev can't. Stevenson is a guy who has a personality, who is a funny guy, who is a character, and who has the opportunity to become a big star, not just in Canada, but in the United States as well. Because not just of his skills, but of his personality, and he sells tickets. The guy is amazing, So then to have an announcer, sitting there in front of a sold-out venue in Quebec, they didn't come because of Kovalev. They came because of Stevenson. To call the guy a Canadian champion if he's gonna duck Kovalev, I mean, honestly, it's a bit embarrassing.